Take your time getting in here. We're going to have a very chill day. The message coming through today is a positive one. It's also going to be a channeled message, but I just want you guys to know the energy is shifting, the air is clearing, any fog, any chaos, any negativity that you've been dealing with. I think you're going to start to see some relief. I think you're going to start to see, if not the stuff kind of starting to break apart, maybe you're going to start getting more ideas, maybe more inspiration of what to do. Hi, puppy. What do you think? You think so too? So that's what we're going to talk about. We'll pull some oracle, and we're also going to be puffing as usual. I'll show you guys what I have. Puffing on my Student Glass Gravity. I promise it's clean water. I just need to clean the glass. Leave me alone. I'll do it today. You saw my dog. I'm a mother. I'm a busy mother, a single mom, except I'm married, who works 2 jobs, except I work from home. You know what it's like. Take a hit, and then we will get into the reading. Because things are looking up for you, so get excited. The energy is shifting. You're about to start feeling a lot better. Welcome back, guys. I love seeing both of you in my chat. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so cool. Thank you for being here. Okay. So you're probably like, hey, what are you puffing on? I'll show you. Goodness. You ain't choking? Finish it. So what I got going on right now, it's a combo. This is Seed Junkie Sour Shots. 2.56% terpenes. Love that. Then I got my 80s Baby Green Dragon, and then my Coastal Sun Tropical Cookies, all giving hybrid sativa vibes. And then obviously I have my Student Glass Gravity Bong. Plus my little water, hot water with a paper straw. The straw honestly does not disintegrate the way you would think it does. Eventually, yes, but not right away. Ooh, watermelon frost. That sounds super good. What is that? Is that like a hybrid vibe? I feel like watermelon is like always kind of hybrid vibes, but I don't know. There are some strains I know like right off the top of my head, or I can kind of figure it out based on the name and how they sound. And then there's some strains where I'm like, no idea. Smoking on early lemon berry. Yum. Okay, so we're all having a good time today. What are you guys using? Like, I know you just said that you got a disposable, Anna. And then base bat. What are you using? Hi, Retired Red. Thank you for joining us. So if you're just coming in right now, we are having a sesh. I'm hitting my gravity bong, and we're going to do some oracle. Your luck is changing. Things are looking up for you. The energy is shifting. I think if you've been stagnant, you're going to have some creative breakthroughs. The blockages are going to kind of also just have breakthroughs. Also, if you are somebody who's been dealing with a specific like emotional crisis going on, I think you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's the thing. With emotions especially, they come and go. Not one feeling is going to stay forever. This too shall pass type B. You know what I mean? So with that, I think you're in that phase now of like, oh, I thought I was only going to see rage and darkness forever. I thought I was only ever going to know despair. And now I don't think you're out of it, but you're like, I see a possibility. Don't get me too excited. I still want to stay mad. I still want to stay grumpy, but I see a possibility of some hope. Lemon meringue moon rocks. Oh my gosh. That sounds cool. Moon rocks go crazy. All right, let's see. Let's start off with these 2 cards that just came out. Ooh, okay, awesome. So the first one, and I would love to start with this because we're starting on a positive note. Your spirit is divine. Absolutely true. I think in the cloudiness of what you've been dealing with, you've been feeling like, do I fucking suck? Am I a piece of shit? Am I a failure? Am I a burden? Do I not have my shit together? Is everybody doing better than I'm doing? Does everybody have life figured out? And then I'm, for some reason, the dumb, stupid idiot who can't figure it out? It's okay if that's what you thought, but that's not the reality of the situation. Your spirit is divine. You are always going to get through this. I think you just, when we're in the middle of it, when we're having a hard time, it's not your fault that your confidence goes down. It's like, You're not even seeing the glass half empty. You're seeing everything with this negative like view over it, with like these shades of despair over everything that happens, right? So your spirit, I think, is finally, because you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, you're starting to get your creativity back, you're starting to think, okay, maybe I can do something about this. This is just your reminder. Yeah, bitch, you were never meant to live in this despair. This has always just been a phase. You are divine, so is your spirit. And actually, I don't think you were ever the issue. I think the issue is that someone in your orbit just sucks and you need to admit it. This next card says that exactly. Someone in your orbit sucks, admit it. Just because someone in your orbit sucks, that's also not a failure on you. I don't know who needs to hear this. It doesn't mean, oh my God, like, am I dumb as fuck for loving this person, for trusting this person, for thinking this person wasn't a piece of shit or wasn't sneaky, or maybe just thinking we were more aligned than we truly are? I just don't think that's the case. I think this person is the problem. And when it comes to people who are the problem, the thing is, they're usually professionals at it, right? So they do sneak up on you. They do sneak up with these bad vibes. And the thing is, you can love somebody very much, and that doesn't mean they're right for you. And when I say right for you, I don't even mean romantically. I mean, like, you can have a friend in your life that you love and you want good things for. But if their toxic habits are bringing you down, that's it. Like, that's all it is. This says, look at the gay lady. Period. Whoever said that, period. Carly. Hi, Carly. Thanks for joining in. Mariah, thanks for joining in. Hi, everybody who's just joining in. So here's the thing. If you're just catching in, I have some news for you. Your luck is on the come up. Things are changing for you. There's a shift in your energy. I think we've been stuck or stagnant, or for some of us, we've been spiraling and feeling like maybe I'm the worst off I've ever been. Like maybe I thought I had made all this progress and maybe I'm just not killing it the way I thought I was. I don't know what you have going on, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. But that's not really the reality of the situation anymore. I think the clouds are clearing or the sky is clearing. Guys, these metaphors are killing me. I can't fucking do it. But this is the first day in a while that I think you are feeling an actual energy shift and some hope in your spirit, okay? And like I just said with these two cards, I don't think it was ever your fault. I think it's someone in your orbit kind of bringing you down, even if you don't know it, even if they don't mean to, because your spirit is divine, absolutely divine. Now, the next two cards that I just pulled say, this first one says be selfish right now. We're going to start with this one. We're going to take a hit and then we're going to start with this one. But I think being selfish right now is actually the overall theme for today's whole episode and this whole reading. Because after seeing this, all of these different downloads are coming to my head right now. I need to take a hit so that I can like gather my thoughts a little bit. And then I want to get into this because there's so much I want to say about being selfish. And it's not bad. None of it's bad. Again, if you're just joining, I'm using my Gravity bong from Student Glass. And I have a mixture of like some hybrids and sativas in there. Everybody, go ahead and take a hit if you're partaking with me. Now's the time. Okay. I love the Student Glass. So whoever just asked that, sorry. Here's the thing, y'all. I need glasses, and I'm making an eye appointment soon. Sorry, I've never needed glasses in my life. This is very new to me. Now all of a sudden, I can't read shit. How did I figure this out? Driving. Worst way to figure out that you need glasses is on the goddamn road, on a road trip, like a freaking 4 to 5 hour road trip from Central Cali to San Francisco. Mind you, I'm autistic and driving is hard for me, period. It's too much and overwhelming, period. I have a meltdown driving, period. Then I realize on the road, I can't see. I can see, but I can't read. You know how many turns I missed? Do you know how many different exits I had to like go back to or like turn around for? Oh my God. Sorry. So whoever asked about the Student Glass, I love it. It was my best like gardening investment that I've ever made. If you have a high tolerance or if you are someone with chronic pain that needs to be using it frequently, that needs to be gardening frequently, then this is my best investment and recommendation, honestly. You get, I want to show you, okay? But the problem is, it looks really dirty. The water is fresh. I refilled it this morning. The glass is dirty. Not moldy, dirty. I washed it 2 days ago. I just use it a lot. But look, 2 big ass chambers. You ain't choking. You ain't smoking. These 2 big ass chambers, you take one hit, flip it. Sorry, you pack one bowl, light it, flip it. They both fill up basically because it needs to be flipped kind of twice. There's just always excess smoke. You get so much bang for your buck. I've saved so much money. You don't hurt your throat as much because you're not sitting there using a pipe or a blunt or whatever over and over and over. Let me read these comments. But yeah, I really love it. And I think it's like the best investment I made. Hold on, guys. I'm dying. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like the best investment I made. I was going to say also for my lungs, but then I started coughing and I was like, maybe not. Okay. Let's get back to the reading. This says, be selfish right now. Here's the thing, guys. Selfish is not a bad thing. I think whatever you've been going through, I'm not blaming you. I don't think it's your fault. I think it's a result of you constantly putting energy into something that's not meant for you. Constantly trying your best, but the other person on the receiving end or the job opportunity or whatever opportunity on the receiving end wasn't meant for you. So it doesn't matter how much energy you put in it. It doesn't matter the dedication, the love, and the effort. If it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. Because of this, it has drained the fuck out of you. Because of this, you have unknowingly been getting like energetically weaker. You know what I mean? And like sicker almost. It just dims you. It kind of like harms you a bit. I need you to be selfish in terms of fixing this. You're going to have to make some decisions that they don't feel good for everybody. And that's fine. What's best for you is not always, I hate when people say it's not best for everybody because it is. If it is best for you and for the situation, then it will be best. So like, I'm thinking in partnerships when people are like, I have to break up with you because that's what's best for me. And then somebody else is like, but it's not best for me. Well, it is. Because if they don't want to be with you, then you shouldn't be together. You feel me? So I think you need to be selfish right now. And I think you're going to struggle with this. You're going to feel a lot of guilt. You're going to be like, this person needs me. I'm being selfish for choosing myself over them, or they're having a hard time too. Do you understand their childhood? And it's like, no, queen, I get it. But we all got childhoods, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let me read these comments really quick. I can't really read the comments because like I just said, I need glasses, so doing me best. So behind this says dumb as fuck. I'm not trying to be silly. I know it sounds like kind of silly, but what it's coming up to me right now is this situation. You're making it harder than it needs to be. And again, I don't say this to blame you or to put any like guilt on you whatsoever. It's just that you're the only one who can make this change. You're the only one that's gonna get yourself out of it. And the dumb part of this is when you do move on from it, when you do look back, I'm sorry, you're gonna look at it and be like, that motherfucker was dumb as fuck. I was fighting for that. That situation that I was saying is dumb as fuck. I was fighting for that. You don't know how good it's gonna get yet. You don't know what's waiting for you. Actually, I wanna elaborate on that a little more. You don't know what's out there, what's waiting for you, but you're blocking your blessings by staying somewhere or in a situation or in a career field or with a person that is not meant for you. You can love someone and want it to work out, but if it's not meant to, it's not going to. Oh, and this says, you're perfect, period. Someone's gonna be like, nobody's perfect. Okay, Hannah Montana, relax. Speaking of Hannah Montana, are we all excited for that, you know, her special, like the anniversary special? I'm excited. Here's the thing. When I say you're perfect, period, that's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time. I'm not coming at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not blaming you for this situation. You are this beautiful light. You are this beautiful energy that is not only meant to do good, you just do good in the world. You just genuinely, like, the people you meet, the way you move, the experiences that you go through, it really does light up those around you. Even on a small level, like, I don't think you realize the way that you impact other people and the way that your energy sticks with them. So when I fucking say, you're not the problem in this situation, so please just get yourself out of it. Just like do what it takes. That's what I mean. You're not the issue. You have so much ahead of you. You have so much inspiration that you still have to give to the world. You have so much success that you still have to go toward. So, I don't know. I think you're fucking perfect, period. I think we should take a hit. And I also think you're a little bit afraid of change and letting go. I feel like you think if you move on from this situation, you've wasted time or you've failed somehow. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? Let me pull a couple cards before I smoke this, because that's kind of how it feels to me. I feel like it's like a pride thing at this point. Mariah, that is your autism. You're right. That's why you're afraid of change. Felt that. Oop. Okay. Okay, period. Too very low. All right. One sec. Let me hit this. And everybody take a hit with me. If you're just joining us, let me know, what are you puffing on? Or if you can't puff with, garden with us right now, what have you recently been puffing on? And what is your method of doing it? Because I realize like a lot of people, they're really on the pen game right now. They're super convenient, so I get that, especially like if you have to work and stuff. Absolutely. I just didn't realize that pens were like really low-key more popular than flowers sometimes. And I think pre-rolls are becoming more popular than like just buying an eighth. That's crazy. It's not bad, by the way. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just curious. Edward, why are you slamming your head against the wall repeatedly? See, pens can ruin my tolerance as well. But now I get to a point where pens just don't do anything for me. It doesn't really matter. I say that, but then you guys are probably like, no, Queen, we've seen you hit the pen. It does something for you. A Benjamin, but an eighth is your go-to. I totally feel that. The reason that I like traditional gardening, like the flower over the pen, is because, in my opinion, you get the full experience. Like when you have the whole plant, then it just feels like I'm getting an overall bigger experience. It's both mental and physical, and it's the least like, I don't know. There's like no side effects for me, I guess. And not that there's like side effects with other things, but I get headaches so easily. So if I hit a pen too much, I get a headache, and it's no shade to the pen. It's a me problem. With edibles, low-key, same thing. No shade to the edibles. That's a me problem. When it comes to flower, I feel like I just get like a really good, healthy experience. It's just different. But mind you, I use all of them. Basically all different methods on a daily basis. So I'm not knocking any of them. I'm just saying my preference is always going to be just like the pure flower. Take a hit. Yeah, the entourage experience is great too. Like, that's the other thing. I do combine and utilize the entourage experience on a daily basis because I use flower all day long, but then like when I go to bed, I always have my little like gummy because it has CBN in it. Here's how I remember all of my all of my little cannabinoids. THC is obvious. THCV is like really good for energy. And I just think of like the V as like, it just feels like kind of like, ooh, like a little like, not sexual, but I don't know. THCV, it's just kind of like, it sounds extreme. And so in my head, I'm like, speed. So THCV is like good for like focus and energy. THCA is like, it has to be lit so that like, it has to like decarboxylate like when you light it. Did I say that word right? I am fried. You know what I mean? You have to burn that shit, THCA. So I think, and that's like the before psychoactive. So THCA isn't psychoactive until you like heat it up and it becomes THC. Obviously, like there's other ways you can do these things and like there's other results. I'm not working in a lab right now. Just generally speaking, this is kind of how it goes. And I remember that like THCA, A is in the very beginning. So it's the beginning of the process. It's before it has the psychoactive effects. And then CBD, I remember like CB doesn't do shit because for me it doesn't do really anything except make me like tired, even though I don't think that's the main effect. CBN is CB night. CBG is CB God because it does everything that CBD like kind of is marketed to do, but it's like the mother cannabinoid where everything comes from. So it does like basically everything. And I remember like CB gut, CB God, CB gut, because it has like a direct effect on your gut and helps your gut health. And then CBC, I remember like CB cancer because it's really good for anti-cancer properties. So is CBG. But yeah, those are kind of like the ways that I remember stuff. Let me read some of these comments. I hope that made sense. But yeah, I love a good like CBN, CB night. I take that and I mix it with CBD and THC because again, the entourage effect, everything works better together. That's why I like CBD. I know I said CB doesn't do shit, but I just mean on its own, I don't really like it. I love mixing it with other things because of the entourage effect. I think it works so well. I'm gonna take a hit. Oh, okay. Everybody take a hit if you want to. And I'm gonna. Okay, everybody, yes, pop off. And then we will elaborate with these cards. You're gonna need to give me a minute. Mariah, how do I make you a mod? I don't drink caffeine. Whoever just asked that. I have something like really wrong with me where my reproductive system, nobody wants to take me seriously because I don't have kids yet. And they're all like, well, we're not going to do a surgery on you because then you might not be able to have kids. And I don't fuck with that. So that sucks for me. Not that I don't fuck with kids. I just mean like it sucks that like they won't help me before that. But when I have caffeine, my periods get fucked up. My cramps get really bad. I don't know if I have endometriosis or like PCOS. I know I have PCOS, but I don't know if I have endometriosis or not. But I just know caffeine makes my like where my uterus is, like I get crazy like painful bloating that just like won't go away. And I get crazy cystic acne. I think you can click on me and approve as a mod. Add as a moderator. Wow. Can we? Yeah, I'm just gonna make you a standard moderator. That's very cool. Anyway, I actually have this thing too where LOL, let's talk about my medical history. I went to a gynecologist because I was like, I'm having extreme pain. It's been this way for years. Something's going on. I would just like love an ultrasound. And she was like, you don't just get to decide you want an ultrasound. And I was like, okay, well, something's wrong with me. And she was like, I'll decide that. Then the bitch orders me an ultrasound, mind you. And she wants to look at my ovaries. And I said, just so you know, just like warning you, every time I've had an ultrasound, they say, oh, just so you know, your ovaries, we can't see them on the ultrasound. They're not showing up, but it looks like they're covered in cysts. So we can kind of see like the outline of one of them, but we really can't see them. So I've told her that, and I was like, just so you know, you might not be able to see my ovaries. They might, because they're usually covered in cysts, and I've been told that they don't even show up on the ultrasound. This bitch literally said that I messed up the ultrasound because for some reason they couldn't see my ovaries, so the ultrasound must have not worked. You know what? I'm pissed. You know what? So I haven't gone to a gynecologist since, and that's irresponsible, but that was a year ago, and I need to find one. Bitches piss me off. Don't piss me off. All right, let's elaborate on this reading. Like I said, I feel like you think you're being like a failure or something if you walk away. Well, this says, don't embarrass yourself by entertaining this nonsense. Yeah, you can cuss in here as long as you're being nice. Look, when I say don't embarrass yourself, I don't think that you are embarrassing yourself in a way that people are talking shit about you. But when you look back at this, you're gonna think it was fucking embarrassing. And if you ask people about it, I think you're gonna feel fucking embarrassed. I don't think you wanna ask people because I think you know what they're gonna say and you're embarrassed by that situation. Entertaining a situation that is not serving you, this nonsense game that you're playing of how long can I like hope and pray that this works out even though it's not working, it's not getting you anywhere. It's harming you in the long run. And it's not a good look, my love. And again, not about other people, but I know you, LOL, I don't know you, but this collective reading of the vibe, I know that this person receiving this message is somebody who prides themselves on genuinely trying their best. Doesn't mean you're perfect. Doesn't mean like you've never made a fucking mistake and you don't have bad days. But I think you pride yourself on, you're a very mindful person. You try to grow. You're aware of shit like this. And I don't think you realize like entertaining this situation, it's not for you. Because this says leveling up quickly. Once you let go of this, you will level up quickly. You will see this happening. I think you know this now. Up until today, the readings have been very like, guys, you really need to just like wake the fuck up. I think you're awake. I think you're opening up to this now. I think you're finally ready to receive the message that something does need to change. And once it does, you will level up quickly. Today is the first day that I feel like there is a sense of relief. There is a lightness to you that wasn't there. There's maybe a bit more hope. And with that, I think that you're not ready. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, today's the day. Like you've made a complete 180. But I think you're open to like, okay, let me explore my options, and I'm accepting that like a change needs to be made, and I am willing to actually make that change. I do see you getting better. I do see this getting better for you, and I see you fucking thriving. And we're gonna laugh about this one day. We're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, damn queen. Remember when you thought you were gonna die over that job? That job that ended up closing 6 months after you left? How embarrassing. It'll be so funny then. It won't be embarrassing. I'm just a little harsh. Oop. All right. Oh, 3 just came out. Reading some of the comments. Everybody who's just joining, hi. Okay, whoever said they thought my mic was a hairy chest, don't look at me. Cut the cameras. Let me read these damn cards. Oh, this is incredible. Oh my God. Okay, so this one says become obsessed with your own life. That's the other issue. I think when you've been in a situation that's not serving you for so long, but you're trying to make it work and it's not working, it does a number on your confidence. It does a number on your confidence because you're also somebody, like I said, you do work hard. So you're used to seeing progress. You're used to like, you make shit happen. You see results. You're not seeing results in this situation. That's not only frustrating, it's making you feel fucking crazy. Walking away from it, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be a lot easier if you become obsessed with your own life. The way to get over whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're grieving, it's not necessary. Hi. It's not necessarily, and I'm not saying you can't like act out a little bit, like party a little bit, have a little bit of crazy sex, like why not? But really it is like, you're the main character, become obsessed with yourself. If you can glow the fuck up in all areas of your life, that's the best revenge, number one. And you're gonna have so much fun doing it, you're not even gonna be thinking about those people. And anytime you do think about those people, you can just think about it like as fuel. You know what I mean? You can just be like, you know what? I just remembered how much I fucking hate so-and-so. Let me show them by having a great life. Become obsessed with your own life. Now this says, sorry for the accent, but I have to read it in an accent. This shit ain't nothing but a mechanical bull in a country bar. It's weird, but you just gotta ride it out. I agree with that. I don't think this is an easy time for you, but I do think like, yeah, you just gotta ride this wave. And I think that's the other thing. I think you think it's gonna be a lot scarier than it is. I think you're expecting so much pain, and maybe in the past it would have been so much pain that it's gonna like take you the fuck out. But you're not that person anymore. You've grown so much. You just don't really see it right now because your confidence is low. And maybe not in general. You might be like, I still think I'm a bad bitch. Absolutely. But maybe your confidence is low in certain areas that are preventing you from walking away, right? It's not gonna feel great, but it doesn't mean it's gonna like end you. Like you can ride this out. I know you can do it. It's not something that like, you've never been through this before, but what you've been through has prepared you for this moment. Whoever said my eyes are killer, thank you. And then look at this shit. You can do hard things. Well, what I say, What'd I say? Even if it is hard, you can fucking do it. Because you can do hard things, bitch. Take a hit. It's like I told you so or something. It's like I fucking told you, bitches. The seasons are changing. I almost said there's a breeze in the air. There is a breeze in the air. Shit is moving, energy shifting. You're gonna be just fine. I think honestly, it feels like you're more scared of like that in between of like, okay, I know I'm in the shitty spot now. I know I can be successful in like in a new way and get away from this and be even happier than I thought I could. But that in between might be so scary. It might be, but here's the thing, you can do hard things and everything you've done has led you and prepped you for this. So I actually don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as you think. Plus, the universe only gives us as much as we can handle. So it's not going to kill you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so glad to have you all with me. Go ahead and take a hit if you are partaking. Gotta hit it off camera. And then I'm gonna switch decks. So that's my homemade deck that I've been using. On one side, it's the Oracle that I wrote. On the other side, these are all different like cannabis strains or like cannabis products. So like Blueberry Headband is a strain. RSO is a type of consumption of, well, it's RSO, it's Rick Simpson oil, but it's cannabis. I love RSO. If anybody uses RSO, let me know. I used to work for an RSO company called Emerald Bay Extracts, and I love their RSO. Their syringes are great, but I don't like the taste. It's fucking nasty. Sorry. It's not them. It's all Rick Simpson oil in general. I think it's fucking disgusting. And if you have any sensory issues, I don't recommend it because it like stays in your gums and your teeth for like a long time, and it's kind of like there's like a texture to it. It's not great. But they have RSO tablets. Those tablets. They're everything to me. They're everything. And apparently, oh, and they came out with like little drops too, like under the tongue. Those are fire. Tinctures, that's the word. I love it. It's so good. So if anyone's looking for RSO, I highly recommend Emerald Bay Extracts. It's also great for anyone who's dealing with like cancer or extreme medical issues, whether that's like pain, nausea, inflammation. It's like extremely helpful. Obviously consult your doctor because I don't want to get sued. I'm just saying, allegedly, it's very helpful. Our cult uniform, our juicy tracksuits. Wait, no, sorry. Our running joke now is that we're a cult. Sorry, because that's so funny because I always talk on this channel about how I don't fuck with cults. And I've done a lot of like videos, like not lives, but actual videos exposing different cult leaders and like cults that exist or sectors of different cults. So I love this little joke we have that we're a cult now. We need a cult name. You all can come up with it. I will let the people vote. But juicy tracksuits are 100% our uniform because if you know me, I love a tracksuit. I love a tracksuit. Kyle, relax. No lawsuits. Ready for this? Ready for this? Magic word. Allegedly. Take a little hit. Ugh, too much smoke. Cut the cameras. She's back. I need a little drink of water. Okay, this is my original deck that I made. Get closer. See, alleged Allegedly. It saves me. I made this deck myself. Obviously, because I mean, the shit looks homemade. But it works. It's like super special special to me because since it was the first one I made, I was just like really channeling shit. I did it so fast. And I love what the cards say. But damn, they get stuck together. Okay, well these three are stuck together, so 4. Yeah, so these honestly, like these all go together. I'll show you really quick. This says puff, puff, pass, smoke about it and then move on from it, inhale the new shit, exhale the bullshit, weed only. This says like you're a superstar, main event, celebrity, all eyes on you. Congrats, it's here, it's time, pro manifester, and look at this as an opportunity for growth rather than a symbol of negativity. These all are kind of giving me the same message of like, I need a synonym for beating a dead horse because God, I feel like a savage saying that. But that's what I feel like we're doing right now. I feel like we are very much just like over and over. It's like, how many times do we have to say like, you got this, you just have to do it. Like, okay, fine. This is about me. Okay, fine. This reading is for me. You just have to bite the bullet. Why does that sound violent too? I'm sitting here thinking, what the fuck is up with the English language? These phrases we have. And you know what? Maybe sometimes the horse needs to back the fuck up. Anyway, I think that you know that this situation like is inevitable. You know there's no getting around it. You're prolonging it at this point. You're just like, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're holding out for like a little more fun, maybe like a little more, I don't know, hope, but like you know deep down it's not coming, so just like get it over with, go for it. This is not you failing. I think that's like the other thing that we're realizing. And I think you're finally seeing like you're worth more than this. You're capable of more than this. You deserve more than this. Let's elaborate a little bit more because I'm like, yeah, universe, we know. The universe was like, wrap it up, bitch, wrap it up. No, exactly. Let's elaborate more on like, because we get it. We get it. We need to move forward. We know. God damn, this is stuck as fuck. Okay, we're doing these two. Okay. So this one says it's okay to ask for help in the 3D world and the 5D spiritual connection. Actually, this is a really good point. There is no shame in asking for help, and I do think this situation is one where I don't necessarily think like, oh my God, you're in danger, you're in immediate danger. But I do think this might not be something you can do by yourself, and that's okay. Sometimes our biggest issue is our mind, and if this is literally you being like, I need to talk to a therapist, I need to get medicated, or I need to like take some time for myself and really like get my shit together, that's fine. Or if this is you being like, I need to like call somebody and ask for like, what are my options? Can someone help me with my options? Asking family for help, asking friends for help. Like it's okay. Like that's what community is for. When we talk about the spiritual connection that you have with the 5D, when I think about asking for help that way, that's more of you. Some people call it prayer, but you're just setting an intention and being like, universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, please give me some type of answers, give me a sign so that I know how to get through this. And I think you're at that point where like you know what to do, but it's okay to ask for help because you don't have to do this by yourself. That's also what is like kind of a blockage because I think you're anxious about going about the situation. I think you're anxious about like the pain that lies ahead, but you're not going through it by yourself. There's always people there with you. You have community. Now, this one says, these bitches are so fucking unserious and irrelevant. I think they're talking about the chat right now, the recent Chatter James, but can't be sure. Can't be too sure with that. Let's elaborate. Ooh. But hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I don't think that this is about James anymore, guys. But this says, red flag, bitch, reevaluate the situation, people, or person. Watch out, use discernment. I think, yeah, we're just really reiterating at this point, and we don't need to even keep doing it. I think this deck is kind of like, this is like the mothering deck. And it's like, tell me this shit I already fucking know. I just don't want to hear. But if you were to stay in this situation, and I think even prolonging it, like, and just trying to live in it and drag it out, I don't think good things are going to come for you. And I think it's only a matter of time. You can only get so many signs before you hit rock bottom. Don't wait for rock bottom. Why would you wait for rock bottom? I'm certainly not waiting for rock bottom. I'm taking a hit. I'm taking a hit. The good news is, I feel like today's energy, like with today's kind of like clear head that you've had, a weight lifted off your shoulders for some reason, it's less doom and gloom. It's less like hopeless. I think the good news is, even though you don't know yet what the situation is, even though you don't know exactly like how it's going to be fixed, you're finally open to it. And that's where it has to start. Like if you're not open to this shit, if you're not like ready to hear, hey, something needs to change, then you're not going to change, which is why I say don't. Sometimes you don't hear it right away or you want to believe it's not true. Don't hit rock bottom. My mom went through something really traumatic for her, like with like her friend group when she was in like her 30s. And it was like a mean girl situation. My mom said that it was really hard on her. I remember it ruined my mom's mental health for years. One of her friends finally said to her, she got close with different people after that. And the people she got close to were like, Jenny, the people you were hanging out with, everyone knows fucking suck. Like, how did you not see that? My mom's a very trusting person. She gives a lot of people chances. She loves to help people. And she was like, well, I just like would make excuses for them or I would forgive them. And then her friend said, okay, so sometimes in the spirit of being a good person and loving people, we miss signs that are sent to like give us clear directions that something is not good for us. And if we miss the signs too much, God or the universe will step in and make it so that it is impossible to miss it. And now we have no choice but to address it, which is usually rock bottom for people. You don't want to get to that point. Why would you wait till that point? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Also, fuck those bitches. Fuck those bitches. And you know who the fuck you are. Me to my mom. Bitch, this is not a threat, but allegedly, I hate you. Thank you for saying my hair is pretty. But yeah, no, my mom's friend who said that, like, really changed my mom's perspective. And then my mom said that to me as well at one point. And I was like, oh, why does that like, because I also have like loved humans and situations so much that weren't right for me to the point where it was like killing me. And I'm not being dramatic, like, oh, the heartbreak was killing me. I mean, like, I wanted so badly to fit in at this like dance school I was at that wanted me to lose weight that I had an eating disorder and like was taking Adderall that I wasn't prescribed. And I like, my heart like had a weird like little panic thing and I passed out and I had to do some time in rehab. That type of rock bottom. I wasn't seeing, like it took that happening for me to be like, maybe this isn't right for me. Maybe this isn't good for me. Maybe this school isn't worth my health. It wasn't the constant weigh-ins and them telling me I needed to lose weight. It wasn't the weird like classes and them taking us to the cafeteria and telling us what we can and can't eat. It wasn't even like those things. Oh, and they also made us get Calorie King, so they could track what we were eating. Weird, huh? Yeah. So those things I guess weren't big enough signs for me that it wasn't right. It took my like health coming to like a big blow up for people to step in and be like, well, now you don't have a choice. Like we have to address this. And I do really appreciate that metaphor of like sometimes the universe steps in for us because we're not fucking getting it. So take a hit. Oh, what a beautiful message. You didn't know that I was so deep, did you? need a little water. I'm Sandy. I'm like, SpongeBob. Sandy, water. I need it. Yeah, you can see my whole tat, but I'm gonna be honest, it's not done. I'm getting it done in like a couple weeks. It was a whole big thing. I got it started with one artist, and then I went to go get it finished by them, and then they like fucked me over and blew me off after I had spent like hella money to get there and get a hotel and everything. And then they were just like last minute, like right before the appointment, like pushed it back, and then right before the new time canceled it for 2 separate reasons, and then tried to not give me whatever. I can't talk about it. I will get upset. Anyway, this is it. It's not done. It will be done in a couple weeks. It's an angel. It's a little space I'm sitting in right now, not a little room for arms. Not a little range of motion, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I'm not religious either. Yeah, so I'm not religious. I know it's like a biblically accurate angel, but my husband calls me Angel. I have a little angel tattoo on my arm right here. I love like the earth angel thing. Like I feel like I'm an earth angel as well. And also just like my whole life, people have always said, like called me Angel. So when I saw this sick fucking thing, I was like, that's so beautiful. What the fuck is that? And then somebody was like, that's a biblically accurate angel. I said, okay, fine. Sandy, I need it. You know what I'm saying? Read in the chat. I did walk my fish today. Yes, I did. He barked at all of the neighbors, and he pissed on everyone's porch. He shit in his palm, and he threw it at their faces. I hate my fish. He's so rude. And it's a full-time job. I'm trying to respond to some of these comments. Whoever said that their grandma says God taps on your shoulder before he gives you a shove, wow, that's cool as fuck. Because I feel like these aren't tarot cards; these are oracle. I feel like that is basically like, it's not even a cop out, but I do get a lot of like intuitive signs about things. And it took years for me to like realize it's okay to act on them before something bad happens. It took years for me to realize. Sorry, I was reading a comment that it's so hard for me to read, guys, my eyes. It's like, girl, go get glasses. But it took years for me to realize you can act on your intuition and on your signs, and you don't owe people friendship or love or your time just because you know them or just because they expect it or if they're going to be upset with you. Once I started acting on my intuition, I didn't have to learn as many lessons the hard way. It's crazy. But I feel like a lot of us don't know we're allowed to do that. A lot of us think like that makes us bitchy, or we have to give people a billion chances, or that's like not being good community members. I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's this guilt that we carry that we owe everybody our time and our friendship and our energy. Not me, bitch. And not you either. Okay, none of these want to be our frickin' comfort. Okay, oh, just in the nick of time. Oop. Okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. All right, okay. Isn't that Macklemore? If you think of his name, Macklemore, Mac Miller, it's like, what were you trying to do, Macklemore? Were you trying to copy? What were you trying to do? So this says, congrats on letting go of what weighed you down. Told you woke up today feeling like a new bitch. Told you. You woke up today and said, I'm still mad, but I think I keep living. I think I can keep going on. And you know what? I'm not trying to say I told you so, but this also just tells me, even if you're fighting it, even if you're like, Well, I haven't done it yet. Well, you're going to. Well, you're going to. So congrats. It's already happened. What are you waiting for? Now this says they are feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I think that the thing you're walking away from, the tension that's there, you don't even realize, like, I think in your head, you're the only one dealing with this. The energy and tension is there. They feel it too, Mr. Krabs, whether this is a job, whether this is a family member, partnership, relationship, whatever. It, even if they give some backlash, like, this isn't coming out of nowhere, and it's going to be better for everybody, because this card says divine intervention. Okay, a few things are coming to mind. First, I'm literally getting a vision of like hands coming down, and like it's like two people in like a living room having like a discussion. These hands just came down and like separated them, and just like one hand on each person completely separated them. So the universe is giving divine intervention, but also you making this decision is the divine intervention. I think that this whole situation needed, because something needed to break, and you were like, I'll be the one who does it. I'll dead it if I have to, bitch. And you did. We're gonna keep pulling some cards, but I want to smoke more. But I'm gonna grind up something. I'm gonna do just the sour shots, because honestly I need to use this one up. It's not gonna expire soon, but I've had it the longest, and I was on a kick. I couldn't stop getting Green Dragon, and I didn't even mean to get Seed Junkie. I don't usually get Seed Junkie. I don't hate them or anything. They're just not my like go-to. But I'm actually really surprised at like the quality bud of this. It's really, really nice. It's like very soft. I can see like all the little trichome looking things on there. So I am impressed, and I've only had it mixed so far. So I'm gonna try it by itself, because I don't remember what it was like when I first got it. I'm sure I tried it by itself at one point. Yeah, exactly. This is a wake and bake where we get high vibes. I'm trying to wink, but I have to wink with my face because I don't know how to wink, and talk about the universe. Have I ever grown my own smoke? I have not. I'm not against it by any means. And I live in California, so it is actually like, it's legal to do that. The problem is, I don't do like nature and outside stuff at all. Like, I can't even keep a succulent alive, and I don't even know if I want to. I don't really connect with plants. I really connect with like dogs or like cute little creatures. So my husband loves gardening. I'm sorry, not like this gardening, but like genuine gardening and like planting. And he's like, he has such a green thumb. He's a plant dad. So he could probably do it for me, but he just hasn't yet. We haven't had a yard until now. And now that we have a yard, we're still renting. So I don't know if we're allowed to do that. We have a ton of orange trees in our backyard though, which is really cool. Yes, you can cuss on here. That's totally fine. Okay, small muffin. I am going through like a similar situation where there was like tension between like me and a family member, and we also cleared the air and like worked through it. So I feel that. That's kind of the same vibe I've been going through. Go ahead and take a hit. Let's see. Sativa all day. Okay. Look, I love a good sativa. It just depends on the terpenes in it. Too much pinene and not enough linalool, I'm going to be scared. I'm going to be really scared. I'm going to be really anxious. Yeah, terpenes. I used to be so embarrassing, guys. I was the person, before I got into the cannabis industry professionally, I didn't know what I was talking about. So I would walk in to a dispensary. I'd look at them dead in the face and be like, I have a really high tolerance. I want at least 30% THC. They'd be like, okay. No, I said terp, like terpenes. So now I look back and I'm embarrassed as fuck because I realize the THC percentage doesn't even matter. The terpene percentage matters. Also, you have to think about it like this. When you are buying, I'm not talking about a pen. A pen can be like 97% THC. A pen can be whatever percent THC because it's concentrated, right? It's like the wax concentrate. That's different. When we're talking about flower, when you are buying the actual plant, it should not be super crazy high percent THC because that's not like the actual plant isn't supposed to be all THC. It has aspects of it that have the T, like there, it's such a smaller percentage than that. You don't need the entire, it changes, what I'm saying is it changes the whole makeup of the plant. That's like saying like, if you eat or if you drink water, you know, like, okay, 50% alcohol. Think of it like that, okay? No, don't think of it like that. I don't know, guys. You can't compare it to shit. Like, this whole thing, if this is the plant, it's not made out of THC. Like, this is like the THC, and this is other parts of the plant. This is a different part of the plant that does something else, and this is something else, and this is something else, and this is something else. It shouldn't all be THC. So when you're buying flower and it's just the plant, and it's like, oh, 45, 50% THC, what the hell is this? Did you inject it with roids? And also, I don't want that then. I don't, that's what I'm saying. So I didn't know that. And I'd go in there like, I need at least 30% THC. One time someone gave me, I said I want something high percentage THC. Then they gave me a little bit of, what was it? 11%, but like high terps. And I was so mad. I was like, they think I don't know my shit. They think I can't handle anything. That rocked my world. It rocked my fucking world. My profile picture says Awake and Bake. It's my name, Awake and Bake. Now look, I love the idea of letting your nose guide you and sniff it. In Cali, you can't sniff it before you buy it. But even if I could, after I had COVID, like 2 years ago, guys, my smell is like gone. I can only smell things for 2 seconds and then it's completely gone. And if there's a lot of smells going on, then I only smell, I don't know, I can't really differentiate what I'm smelling. So it's very unfortunate. When I was working in the dispensary, people would walk in all the time and they'd be like, ooh, I just want something that smells like really sweet. Like, what do you recommend? And I'd be like, I don't know. I would have to I'd phone a friend. All right, let's take a hit and then we will continue pulling cards. I'm glad that these cards are elaborating a bit more on like the future, like not just like, okay, we've decided, yeah, we get it, you need to move the fuck on. Let's talk about the future. Like, where is this going? Yeah, Cali laws with cannabis are very interesting. It's like the bud is fantastic, like the products are fantastic, the laws are crazy, the tax absurd. Guess how much the tax is where I used to work? The tax on the products at the dispensary? 30%. You would go trying to buy like, I would think I'm spending 50, 60 bucks. And then after all the taxes, I'm spending like 100. Because then you also have to pay the fee of like the transaction fee or whatever. Anyway, sorry. The comments are tripping me out, guys. All I read was the word hairy ass. And I'm like, I don't think I need to look much more. It's hard, right? Because I need glasses. I need to get my eyes checked. So I can't see anything else. Like, I saw hairy ass, and I was like, I won't read those anymore. Someone said, where the weed at? I don't want it on screen, on camera, because I don't want to get in trouble. Does anybody know? This is such a strange question. You're going to be like, bitch, I don't know where you live. I don't know your insurance. Here's the thing. Does anyone know, is it expensive to go get an eye exam? Do you have to have an eye doctor to do it? Can I go, like, can I do a walk-in? I would love a walk-in. Let's see what these guys say. Okay, so this says, you've outgrown it and it's time to move on. It was not a sign. So this is extremely specific. I think there's going to be a situation where you have to decide, like, push through it. The universe, whenever you level up, right? So whenever you go from one energetic level of consciousness to the next, you have to break through everything that does not serve you. You have to let go of everything that doesn't align up here, because you can't bring it with you. The whole reason you weren't up here before is because you were still attached to those things that can't go with you, right? With that, it's a very, I think crunchy is kind of how I'm feeling. It's a crunchy process to break free from it. So in this process, you're going to have a lot of big feelings. The other parties might have a lot of big feelings. It's not a sign that you're doing the wrong thing. It's not a sign that you need to go back. What it is a test from source. It's a test from the universe for you to make a decision. You're not going to be able to do this without some kind of pushback, because it's basically the universe. It's not testing you to punish you. It's testing you to say, oh, wait, so you said you wanted to make a decision? Okay, just to make sure we understood you. Here's a scenario. Handle it the way you want to handle it moving forward. Handle it in the way that puts you at the right timeline and the reality of somebody who you are trying to be would handle it. That's how you're supposed to go about it. That's what these are. It's not a sign that you are doing the wrong thing. You need to go back. Maybe you shouldn't do this. It's a sign that it is time to move on, push through it. This is that whole, I don't know if test is the right word, but like, it's the universe asking you for clarification. It's the universe saying, like, okay, I hear you. I think this is what you want. So here's an opportunity to show me if this is really what you want. Let me see these comments. Okay, so it's looking like there are options for my eye exam. Fantastic. And that's all a girl can ask for, really. But guys, when this challenge comes, you can still lean on your soul family. Like, this is not all on you. I think you need to get rid of this idea that you're a burden. You need to get rid of this idea that, like, you can't lean on people and call people and ask for help. You need to get rid of this idea that this is something that's going to be so tragically hard and scar you for life. It's not. That doesn't mean it's not, like, sucking right now. It doesn't mean it's not, like, really hard and stressing you out and, like, controlling a lot of your energy, but that's why we're making this change. But you need to get over the whole fear of feeling like a burden, because you're not. And also, when you are vulnerable and allow yourself to, like, ask for help, when you are vulnerable with the people in your life and say, I'm having a hard time, I'm going through this, that creates a safe space for them in the future when they're going something, to know that they can come with you. And it makes you feel safe to know that you don't have to pretend like, oh, everything's always good, everything's always fine, I don't go through problems of my own. Okay, so this says, what do you want? What would you do if you had full control over this, over the situation? Now, we're keeping the mindset, right, that this is moving forward, this is progressing. Not the mindset of, well, if I had control over the situation, it would be completely different. It would be a healthy situation. No. Moving forward, What would be your ideal situation? I really need you guys to like start visualizing this in a positive way. We need to change how we're looking at it as this like horrible, drastic thing that we're going through and look at it as this thing as like, oh wow, like I'm at the beginning of something really great and a new chapter and I have the power to create it however I want. Visualization is key. We talk about this all the time in manifestation and in spirituality. It's like visualize this, visualize that. I'll be honest, when it comes to visualizing for me, I'm not just gonna like sit there and be like, okay, let me sit in my room and visualize. Not because that doesn't work, but like my brain just doesn't like, it doesn't do it like that. For me, it usually comes when I'll just be like, well, it used to happen when I was driving, but these days I don't drive as much. My husband has to drive because I'm like, I can't read that sign. But it used to happen like when I'm like in a flow state, like if I was like in the car for a long time and like a thought would pop in my head, I could just like feel like, oh, it would be really nice to be in this situation. It would be really like ideal if this was my future outcome. Not only that, but I think about how I've seen myself, how I've seen my future since I was young. I don't know if everyone can relate to this, but they say that when you're really young, you know what your goals are and what your life is going to be, but then you kind of forget. And then as you grow up, if you're lucky enough, people kind of go back to what that dream was if they've like, you know, if they have the privilege of it, if they have the opportunity for it, if they've done the work for it, all of that. What's crazy is I am living the life that I pictured when I was younger, but I didn't get there the way that I thought I would. So when I was going through a hard time, it felt impossible. Like, how am I going to get there? Because that's what I was worried about. I'm like, but what I'm going through right now and where I want to go, I don't see how that's supposed to fucking happen. However, there's this phrase that says, I am the what and the now, not the when and the how. It's by Roxy Lee Hart, I believe. Not from Chicago, but the YouTuber. And that means we can only focus on right now, like what we're doing now, and also what we want. So we're in control of like, you know, our vision, our goal. We're allowed to make decisions in the moment and moving forward that align with that goal. But you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen and when it's going to happen because guess what? You can't fucking control that. And that's just going to drive you fucking crazy. So get clear on what do you want? If you had a clear vision of this, what do you want it to look like? Focus on that. Make this a positive thing. And if you're like me and you like to do witchcraft, I like to do this thing. It's like sex work, sex magic, sex spell. Sometimes it's called like manifest and masturbate kind of combo. But this card says orgasm incoming, just release pent up energy. Yeah, those are good. It's good for that as well. And you need to release all of that. But also, that's how I manifest. So you get really clear on your goal. Once you've like visualized it enough and you kind of figured out what it is, write that shit the fuck down, okay? Write it down, have it near you, get into a little state where you feel good, do your thing, grab a vibrator or whatever, or a partner. You can do it with a partner as long as you have consent from them to do spell work with them. But once you don't have to focus on your manifestation during the act or during the process. However, once you achieve an orgasm or start orgasming, you're going to, because for me, I can't just switch my focus, right? I'm just going to grab my notebook where I wrote all of it down and then remind myself what I'm focusing on, visualize it, because the orgasm energy comes from your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is that womb space energy. The womb space energy creates life, not just the life as in like human life, but your creativity comes from here. This is where all creativity starts, where all things are born. So this energy is extremely powerful. If you want to manifest, this is where it starts. This is where it's the strongest energy for doing that. So I think we need to focus a little less on being like, oh my gosh, this sucks, woe is me, because we can do hard things. Not only can you do hard things, but we've already pulled the cards and they said that you're going to be fine. This is going to be better for you. Instead of focusing on it as a negative thing, I need you to start visualizing it as something positive. And I don't think that's going to be hard for you because I feel like you woke up just very like, I feel hopeful again. I don't want to talk about it with everyone yet because I still want to be grumpy. But the wheels are turning. Things are shifting. The gears are shifting. With that, if it gets a little bit, if you need inspiration, if it gets a little difficult, if you need to release some energy, manifest and masturbate. Let me see these comments. It's too many. There's so many. Anyway, guys, let's take another hit. And I feel like that's like a good like closing card like reading for that. But after we hit it, I'll kind of wrap up like if I have any final thoughts. And then once again, I'm hitting my student glass. I promised it's clean water. It's dirty glass. I'll clean it after this. Careful, Danny. I have to hit it off camera. Okay. This last hit is for the fellow sluts of the world. Cheers. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, guys, I know that was a lot of information, but my download and my like feeling that I have over me right now, it's a very positive one. It's one of like, I think this is the first day that you, and maybe you don't realize it yet, but something's changing in here and energetically something's changing for you. I don't know what's going on with the stars and the universe and astrology, but I will say, whatever it is, it's shifted a bit and you feel lighter, you feel a little bit lifted, and you just feel a little bit more hopeful. It's okay if you're not ready to talk about that with everybody yet, because it's going to be very I told you so vibes for some people. Like, oh, good, you finally caught up. You finally walked away from that dead end job that didn't want to give you a raise. You finally left that stupid bitch who can't stop cheating on you and who steals all your money. And you're like not trying to hear that right now. And you know what, period. And I wouldn't want to be hearing that either. Lucky for you, you don't have to talk about it with them because you know in here it's already shifting. They don't even know what's going on. You're manifesting and masturbating about this. Hello, you got this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Oh, and don't forget, I'll be doing this every weekday. So we still have tomorrow as well. I will be taking the weekends off just to, I don't know, I feel like I should have days off or so I don't freak the fuck out. So I just chose the weekend because I feel like that makes sense. I don't know. Let me know if that's stupid. Don't let me know because that's what I want to do. Anyway, tune in. It'll always be like between noon to 4-ish. Anytime in there. It might be the whole time, might be less. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Mariah, for being a moderator. And thank you for everybody who was commenting and showing love. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.